Hello everybody. Bit flustered. Things are going awry at the beginning. Nothing to do with the stream. Just me trying to sort myself out here. Get myself organised. Good evening, Causey. How are you, buddy? Let me just sort my chair out first. There we go. So I'm going to put the brake on. I won't go flying back. I think I'm all sorted. Right. Didn't stream last week, in case you weren't aware. I think most of you were. Had a heck of a storm on Saturday. Yeah, there was lightning and it pelted down, but it was like, it'd be like 30 minutes and it'd be fine, and then it came down again. It was so unpredictable. So, of course, Sunday was fine, and but there was no point doing it. Well, I did think about doing it on Sunday and a Tuesday, doing ETS on Sunday and then doing ATS on Tuesday, but clearly decided against it. Just making sure everything's okay. Yeah, I'm not bad, mate. It's hot. Humid again. Funny enough, the day I stream it's humid. It's been fine. We've had some hot temperatures, but boys, have been nice. It hasn't felt hot because of no humidity. Anyway, where did we leave off? Well, let me just move my mouse so that screen doesn't disappear, and you can get a comparison. On ATS, we left off at $2,898,193. That's a lot wide. There must be a reason. I'll figure it out tomorrow. I'm guessing that it looks like a 5, but it's actually an 8. 80 garages, 395 trucks. Never into L2. Oh, that's the next truck we're going to buy, isn't it? Actually, I think that's why we've got so much money, because at the end of the stream I needed to buy a truck and it was too late in the day for that. So tomorrow I think we're buying a new truck. I also got to remember there's updates which I downloaded for the 2 maps, Mexico and coast to coast. I've got to make sure I put those in. I can't remember if I did or not. Which will hopefully help with the crashing that we've developed when we're in the map. I don't know, I've tried all sorts, and yeah, I don't know if that what the issue there is. Anyway, shall we get into it? Let me just fix my microphone up. It's in my way. Not that it's never in my way. I think I'm all good. Fix that up. Yeah, I'm all organised, as you can tell. Anyway, where are we? To start off with, we don't own that carriage, do we? It'd be a different colour, wouldn't it? Own that carriage. Yeah, it would be, because that's up there. Alright, let's try and figure out what garage we're going to go to. I'll check trailer manager. Oh, lucky I did. That's a, okay. We'll go here, wherever that is. Where is that? Yeah, I don't think we started from. Actually, I think that was the last place we started from, wasn't it? It was either that one or that one. That might have been the. I don't know. We'll go there. Let's sort that out. So where is that exactly? Again. Right, let's head on over. Cheers, by the way. And tighten things up. There we go. Make sure, I better make sure this is working. Yep, we're looking good. I forgot to plug it in. That's why I was a little late, by the way, because I forgot to plug that in. I came in and it was going, I can't detect your wheel, and I was going, well, I plugged it in. You should be able to. Don't do this to me now. And then I looked and went, oh, okay, I hadn't plugged it in. Anyway, let's have a look at some jobs here. We have not found this place yet. That's always good, isn't it? Let's go discover it then. Let's ease ourselves into this, shall we? Refillerize myself. Fillerize? Yeah, why not? Let's go with that word, eh? New trend. Fillerize. Hashtag fillerize. Fillerize yourself. And we're looking good there. And petrol, that's what I was looking at. I say that, looking good there, and you guys have no clue what I'm on about. Is it a... well, it's definitely a right turn, isn't it? Why does this place seem familiar? I think it's a left turn here. So, this is the last winter stream for this time around. Obviously not last forever. Buttons, no, that's the button I want. So next week's convy mode, hang around to the end of that if you want to know the details on how to join if you'd like to join. There'll be a convy mode for ETS and a convy mode for ATS. I'll give those details at the end of the stream. Unless you're leaving early, ask me before you leave. What I should do is put it into a command that you can bring it up. Thought of that before the stream, just before the stream. Not like an hour before, not like, you know, I had enough time to do it. I thought about it just before the stream when I had no time because I was rushing around. Because time got away from me. Looking forward to create. Well, that'll be a first. Someone actually looking forward to crashing. Well, that'd be definitely a first on my stream. Someone looking forward to themselves, except not me, to crash. Have we not found it yet? Surely we've found this place. Alright, we'll just carry on down the road a bit. That's what I want. Phones are beeping at me left, right and centre here. They're not beeping, they're vibrating. But I can hear them. Are you looking forward to me crashing too? What's going on with the phones here? Well, I don't need that on. No, don't do that. Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Whew. Might need to turn a fan on. Mind you, all my fan does is make it hotter where I am. Doesn't cool the air, it just moves the hot air around, circulates it around. Stop watch pattern is still on. Why is that still on? Like I said, organised today. Oh no. My headlights? What do you mean? My headlights should be on. Which one are my headlights? My headlights are on automatic. That's... Oh no. Okay, I might have to check something. I'm just going to do U-turn here because it's a... I didn't see if we actually unlocked it or not. No, we haven't. Okay, it's going to be one of these places. We'll go over to Caterpillar, and if that's the only thing we can get, we'll just choose from there instead of mucking about.
Caution, please watch the speed limit.
Then I've got to go in and check something because I've got a funny feeling that's working. If that's... Oh, I've had it before. I'll just check. Right, let's have a look here. Yeah, we'll take that. No voting this far. Take job. Yeah, I know.
Drive safe.
Now the other thing I've got to do. Option. Key and key binder. Right, what have we got there? Yeah, that's right. Hazard's not set. Hazard is that button. High beat, or maybe not. Well, that was hazard lights. What's going on with the lights then? Where's my automatic high beams? Automatic headlights are on. Okay, I've had it before where I started and forgot to put the wheel in, and then it decided to get rid of some of the settings on the keybinds, which is... Well, maybe I can't do that because it's on automatic. I'll find out when we get to night time, but I don't understand. If I got automatic headlights on, I wouldn't have thought I would get a ticket for not having headlights on. I thought they would have been all covered. They would have been turning off and on at the right times because that's what they would have been hopefully programmed to do. A nice big heavy load out in the snow. What could go wrong? Actually, an easier question I should ask is what can't go wrong? That'll be a smaller list. In fact, there probably isn't a list for what can't go wrong.
Let's go.
Right, can we get it out of here? Not much room in it. I think it's a decent sized trailer here. Get close to the wall. Actually, it's wider than I thought it was. A lot wider. Right, so for those that don't know...
Turn right.
Yeah, maybe I should go with. Should have checked to see if there was any traffic coming. No, and cameras up there. You know, because I put it up there, what, but 2 months ago, 3 months ago?
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Oi! Oh, hang on, you might have right away.
Keep left.
Actually, you did,
and
didn't
then
you?
turn
If the same laws are here.
Turn left.
Get back into the flow of things. Well, I was saying something, wasn't I? Oh yeah, that's right. For those that don't know, we've hired all the available employees in the game, 300 and whatever they have. So, which is more than the garages you can buy, which we've covered there. It makes no sense. Moving on. So we don't have to buy a truck every time we hit the budget anymore. We're just waiting to the end of the stream and purchasing everything we have. Except when, the one condition here, as we're going to do now, except when we hit 80 enough for 80 garages. So we might just, we don't have to do it in 80s because we hit the 80 garages and we're going to be buying our last truck tomorrow. And I think, actually, I'm trying to think. Okay. This is a bit weird. Let's... turn that off for a moment, turn that off. Just give me back control of the lights for a second. That's cruise control. I think the issue was I was pressing the wrong button. The wrong thing. Okay, let's put those back on. I was pressing the wrong button. Well, I had a week off. At least I'm still performing as usual. Badly.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now.
Yeah, right. Ooh, look at that view. It's nice, isn't it, around here?
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
Right, as I was saying, now I've thought about it.
Exit now.
I believe we're buying our last truck from the brands, and then when I hit 95 garages, I'll be buying my truck that I'll be finishing the competition with. So, we're on 75 garages at the moment, so maybe sort of halfway through in that we'll spend all the money we have just to see how close we get to the 80 garages. Just so we can well, so we don't get to the end of the stream when we buy our 80th garage, buy a truck, and then we have enough to buy another 2 or 3 garages because we've missed out on driving that truck through 2 or 3 garages. Or driving through the 15 garages we need before the next truck, if you know what I mean. So if we ended up getting to the end of the street and having enough to buy a new truck and then a couple more garages or 3 garages, we just don't know. It depends, you know, how close. We might not be close enough today. We might not get those garages today. We normally get 3 a stream at the moment. And that way we can do it, and that way we can drive with that new truck for the 15 garages we have to buy, instead of, you know, buying 3 or 4 afterwards and then only driving for 12 or 13 garages, if you get my meaning. I hope so. I've confused myself, I think, so I've probably confused you. But otherwise, we would just be spending all the money at the end of the stream. Right, so we've got a 33-hour trip here for 80 grand, really?
Straight on.
I would have thought we would have got a bit more than that. We're going to Austria, perfect for the winter bot, I think. Look at that, Murphy, look at that beautiful view. Apparently I wanted to get a closer look at everything on the left hand side of me. I hope you all had a good couple of weeks in this new year, which we're now in the second month of, aren't we? Like I said, we've had some really, really nice days with high temperatures, but they haven't felt hot at all. And then today I come to stream, I'm sitting in there with the humidity, and I can feel it. It's,
Get ready to turn right.
It's typical. Like I said, last weekend it was raining, and today, same thing.
Turn right.
I remember we had a summer like that once before, where it was fine all through the week, but when it came to the weekend it rained. Almost every weekend during that summer. Which was annoying then, because I was working, and because my days off are the weekends, and you come to your day off and you're stuck at home during the summertime because it was raining. It's annoying now because weekends I got my free power, so I do all my washing and but I can't hang it out. It's annoying. It's supposed to be better tomorrow, I think. Well, actually it only rained this morning, but it looks like it might rain again, so I might have got to drive, but do it tomorrow.
Keep left.
I also don't know how long I'll be streaming for today or tomorrow, and I don't know how long that will last. I won't go into it. Let's just say I'm having one of those cycles. I actually haven't been well for a while. But this week as well was quite bad. So we'll see how we get on. Thanks, Cosy. So do I, mate. They just seem to be getting worse as well as I get older. But it is what it is, as they say. We'll see how we get on. Just keep an eye on that money, see how quick it is coming in. Even though I've resigned, well, I haven't really. I say I've resigned to the fact that ATS has won this thing. But if that was the case, I wouldn't be sitting here taking note of the money, seeing how quick it comes in the hopes that ETS might catch up. I think the reality is ATS has won this thing. I think that's a foregone conclusion. I can't think of any reason why this would all of a sudden make a comeback. Unless we end up with, like, not just one stream, I'd say about 5 or 6 streams, perhaps.
Exit right.
Of doing deliveries that have very, very long ferry trips in every stream. Yeah, I'll get in the middle lane. Give me options for when I start sliding to either go left or right. Yeah, because I'll have perfect control while I'm sliding, right?
Keep left.
No, stay in this lane. Just trying to think of things to talk about.
Keep left.
Also contemplating. I've got things on my mind at the moment. There's a decision I've got to try and make, which I don't want to make, that will have a huge effect on this channel. Don't want to make, probably more can't make, struggling to make. Start slowing down because it looks like we've got a bit of a sharp corner coming up. Oh, 65 grand. Now we're talking. ETS. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. Oh, no cargo damage. How did that happen? Honestly, I don't understand how that happened. I didn't think I was taking that turn that quick, that fast. I thought I actually had a good speed on that turn. Normally you feel the front tyres go. If you're about to lose or slide, you normally feel that. I don't like that, hang on. Don't like those couple of jittery things that happened then. So I thought I'd save it quickly. Which thankfully, if you don't know, I've got one of my buttons on my mouse is set to mute me. Ironically, it's set to scroll lock, right? And scroll lock happens to be the quick save button for this game. So yeah, I'm coming to Helsinki. So yeah, anyway, I didn't feel any loss of traction in the wheels in the front. It's better so. Yeah. I'm very good at foreshadowing, apparently.
Left, and then turn left. Turn left.
But yeah, I don't know how that happened. It looks like the back slid out, which is very bizarre. Okay. That might be the reason why. I just saw the weight. It said it was a heavy load. I picked it up. And the way the truck's been performing, it's not performing like I'm taking heavy load. Now this ain't a ideal truck for heavy loads. It's not a heavy hauler. That's for sure. So I'm guessing that was because of the weight
Get ready
of the
to
cargo.
turn right.
Which, yeah, sort of
Turn right.
confuses me. Because it said a heavy... Oh, am I going to get around here? It said heavy cargo. I saw that icon when we got it. I started driving.
Keep
I thought...
right, and then turn right.
They might have got that wrong about it being a heavy cargo. It just doesn't feel heavy at all.
Turn right.
Helsinki. It's been a while since we've been here. We've got a ferry ride coming up, so I've got to figure out where I've got to go. Probably straight across. I thought there used to be a petrol station around here, gas station here somewhere.
Keep right, and then continue straight on.
You mean turn right, turn left,
Go
then
straight
follow
on, and then turn right.
the road?
Turn right.
I think I need to get GPS a coat. The cold was clearly affecting it. Turn left here. Yeah. What did I hit then? Come on. What could I have possibly hit then? Right, you guys know this game trolls me. It doesn't like me for some reason. And I'm starting to get the feeling, and because I didn't stream last week, the game is feeling a bit, or having withdrawal symptoms. Because it clearly gets a high off making my life a misery. And it's making up for last week's loss. That's the only thing I can think of. I've had a crash when it didn't feel like I was losing or lost or traction or sliding, nothing like that. As I've never had that before. And now I've just damaged the trailer by merely turning into a road. Something's afoot. Well, then again, this is a trucking sim, so something's a wheel. I know it was brilliant. Hold your applause. Yes, I know it was brilliant. Don't need recognition. Don't worry, I've got plenty of those, I'm sure, throughout the stream. Brilliant gem jokes like that. Possible destinations that we've got two here, which should be, where are we going? We're going to Austria, aren't we? Which is here. Where it's always been. That, where does that take us? That's a 29-hour and 30-minute. Ooh. Then it's a straight shot down to there. But, saying that, actually I better check to see which one it wants me to take. I assume it's actually just straight across. Because, hang on a sec. Because it said 33 hours, and there to there's at least got to be about a 10 to 15 hour trip. We're driving through there is probably a 20-hour trip. Actually, that's... I'll double check. Actually, when I think about it. Better make sure... There we go, straight across. Which is good, because we get to see all this country in winter. So, I'm not unhappy about that. Though the 29-hour would be great, but we probably would have run out of time. Would have got all that money.
I'll find a new route.
29 hours worth of money straight away.
Rerouting.
Oh, at least the weather's better here. It'd be snowing. Don't I have automatic window wipers? I do when I turn them on. I could have taken that other trip, actually. Well, that left us with about 30 hours to go. It's a 26-hour drive from here, apparently. Oh, I missed a trick. Question is, would I have done that? Normally, or would I have done that to try and give ATS a chance to catch up with ATS? It's probably a question you guys are asking, because if it was something I would normally not do, then that would be cheating, wouldn't it? Because I'm trying to gain an advantage through a non-normal way. Not that it would have made a difference, let's be honest.
Reroute.
And the answer to that is I don't know.
When possible.
And the reason I don't know is because, yes, I do that sometimes. So sometimes I take a ferry, if possible, instead of driving all that way and doing a different route. So I spend, purely because I spend less time driving. I tend to forget though, the Talek's a lot longer because ferries aren't as quick as a truck, right?
Turn left.
And that one, I'm not sure. I would say maybe a 66% chance I would have. In that case, I could have lived with it. But I didn't really take the time to think about it.
Get ready to turn right.
Really think about it. I did think about it. I thought, well, actually, maybe it would take me longer, and
Turn right.
I didn't. Well, the thing is, I didn't check how much time we had left for the delivery. If I checked that, I would have probably gone, yeah, let's do it.
Get ready to turn left.
Which is a bit of a
Turn
shame,
left.
because all the money we're going to get between now and by the time we get there, excluding probably 2 sleeps, which is an extra 18
Left.
hours on top.
And then turn left.
So an extra 18 hours on top of the 26 hours, which makes it, what, 42?
Turn left.
Which doesn't really matter. Don't worry about it. Ignore me. $26 hours. Right, 26 hours, because sleeping the instant money, right? So 26 hours, we've got to drive actual real time to get the money. 26 hours worth of money we would have got instantly if we'd taken that other ferry trip as well. I'm just trying to say. In the most difficult way
Keep
possible,
right,
apparently.
and then continue straight on. Go straight on.
Too busy taking a drink of the wrong drink. Can you see the light? Meth, is it green? Is it, what colour? Oh, it's right there. If you wanted a drink, I grabbed the wrong drink, even though this is almost finished. Right, that's finished. I put that aside now. My coffee's done. My coffee's done in less than an hour. That's a lie, actually. I made it an hour ago. This time an hour ago, I was actually putting the boiling hot water into my cup. It took me an hour to drink that.
Keep right.
Which is still pretty quick for me, isn't it?
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now. Go straight on.
Right, for the convoy, I've got to put all the, I will put a copy of these mods up on a Google Drive.
Go straight on.
And put a link in the Discord for. I just got to remember to do it.
Turn right. Go straight on and then turn left. Turn left.
I'll try and remember to do it after the stream. Don't expect miracles though.
Go straight on.
Right, we had 75 garages. I was thinking when we go to sleep, we'll do some calculations. Get an estimate of how much we need, or how much money we need to have in the bank there to be able to get 80 garages, so I know when to spend the money and buy a new truck. And we got to figure out what brand of truck we had left in this. We've had MAN twice, this Mercedes twice, Renault twice, Scania twice. It's an Iveco we haven't had twice. Might be Iveco. The other thing I could do is actually figure it out in my head how much we need, right? Because basically what we need is, it's normally 430, right, for a garage upgrade and one truck. So if we add the other 4 trucks, which should be a total of 300,000, 600,000, which makes it 1 million. I'll make it. Seriously, that's the quickest orange light I've ever seen in my life. Why bother having it? It should just have green and red.
Go straight on.
Alright, so yeah, anyway, so that's that's $1,030,000. $1,030,000.
Go straight on.
Which is interesting. That doesn't include the trailers. I'd have to make an estimate. I can't remember what trailers we were up to, how expensive they are, whether we're buying cheap ones, whether we're buying expensive ones, whether we're in the mid-range.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
But I thought if I just do the trucks and everything, we can have
Exit now.
a random idea. How many trucks have I got? Yeah, just look away from the screen, JJ. That'll make Causey happy. There you go, Causey. I think we're actually buying new trucks as well. We've got 375 trucks. Does that mean we'll be able to check the trailers to see if we've got the same amount of trailers, so the same amount of garages currently? "90 kilometers an hour in the snow, in the dark."
Go straight on.
Where I'll be able to see how sharp a corner is from miles away, because it is clear as water. It's sliding, it's sliding. Heavy heavy cargo. Heavy cargo. Look where I am. Oh, this is not good. I'm stuck. Tonight on Ice Road Truckers. Hang on a sec, is it not got a... I was going to say it hasn't got a collision to it, that medium barrier. I take that back. Oh, sliding. Is that a tree beside me, is it? I can't tell. I see branches and everything. Am I inside a tree? Is that the problem? I'm actually inside a tree. I found the 100, not the 100 acre wood, that's Winnie the Pooh, you moron. The faraway tree. The enchanted wood, that's what it's called. Because this is a blast from the past. Books I liked as a kid. I don't know if you guys had them in America because they were English books. Children's books, but they're real good ones. There was the enchanted wood, the faraway tree, and there was a third one I think, and then which spawned another series called the wishing chair. I don't think we're getting out of here. I was hoping. I think we're stuck solid. Oh, hang on. Maybe if I can just. I totally forgot that I had a very heavy load on me. Because it's not, the truck is just not driving like it's got a heavy load. Hang on, I've got another plan. Let's try this plan. This probably screwed me up actually.
Let's do this.
It might be that I'm actually stuck on the median barrier itself. Oh, right, okay, I'm stuck right on the tree. Okay, I'm not getting out of there.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I thought it was the guardrail too. Problem is it's actually sliding when I get close to it. But the problem is I've got a tree there. So yeah, that's just not going to work, is it? Total service.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Tell you what though, it's making up for ATS, isn't it? ATS, I've discovered us getting your dealer. ATS, it's also time to sleep. Let's do surfacing while we're here because we probably need it. Oh heck yeah. I can't remember what's what. Is that's repair all? That's replace all. Oh hang on, I didn't see these. Yeah, we had a lot of accidents in ATS 2 weeks ago where we had, I don't think I had even one in ATS. That's certainly making up for it. God, I could listen. I don't know why I can listen to that soundtrack all day. I just can. It's not turning. Maybe. But that tyre wheel's on a truck in it, not on the trailer. It's the trailer that's giving away. Because again in that corner it was well actually it was the front. I felt the front go. Let's just bring up a map. We can't sleep here. Where'd we end up? Oh, I felt it go. Well, we ended up here. I felt it going, right? Nowhere to sleep, except for there. We're going to have to go there to sleep.
Ready
But
to roll.
normally, I was confident that I wasn't going to lose it. I thought I picked up on it. I thought I was at a good speed to be able to recover. Normally, when that happens, I'm not sure.
Turn right.
I generally think I'm going too fast. I'll try and not crash, but I'm expecting to crash. That one I wasn't expecting to crash until I realised they actually felt the back of it
Turn
slide.
left.
And that's when I knew I had no chance. So I don't know. Now the thing is I don't know whether to say, yeah, you're right, Causey, maybe it does, because it makes sense. G'day, Mike. Oh, have you? Oh, that's nice of you to say, dude. Thank you. Thank you very much for missing me. Someone has. You've got to get caught up in the action. Please don't. It's been embarrassing enough as it is. What was I saying? Yeah, because that makes sense. I've said that before. Surely the wear on the tyres will have an effect on your handling in the wet and stuff. But I'm not sure on that aspect if it was actually the weight of the trailer that caused that whole thing. Because that's just as plausible, if not more likely.
Turn left.
Oh, that might be it. Your subconscious might be saying something to you, Mike. Nice of him to let me in, though.
Go straight on.
Probably wanted to go as far left as I could. Yeah, I remember when I streamed with them. It's that old thing, you never know what you had until it's gone. Worked with quite a few things. Say, sleep, sleep, go to sleep, come on, be my hypnotist. Ad time. No, hang on, ad starts in 58 minutes. Oh, because it's just heading there. It's just taking a while to get to you. Anyway. $1.5 million. So let's work it out. What did I say? It was $1,030,000. Let's go with $1 million for the moment. We need 5 garages. So we need $5 million. $5 million before we get to the 80. So we're fine. We're perfectly fine. It looks clear, I think. Right. Heavy load, be cautious. I've got to remember that. I've got a heavy load, got to be cautious.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Was going to get into crash camp, but I'll do that when we get onto the main road again. I haven't got intersections to deal with. I think the clue was you guys knew I knew that because I put up the got the 2 mirrors up there now. God, I'm being a bit overcautious, mate. Well, I don't know actually. Maybe I'm not being overcautious with these corners.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
So I've been sitting here. Here's a problem. As I said earlier, I've got a decision. I don't know if I need to make, gotta make, have to make. I don't know what the actual correct. Because I'm not really sure. But a decision to make that will affect this channel hugely. Could affect this channel hugely. And I've been debating whether to let you guys and all the regulars that are watching in on it, or spring it on you guys when I make the decision. Which was sort of me planning to do after the Convy mode streams. ATS one. Are we actually on the road? No, I don't have to sell my PC. Not yet. I'm sure that'll end up being soon. I don't know. It's a very hard decision. I think it is. Obviously, because I sort of don't want to make it. Or can't decide, actually. €21! Get out of my business, sunshine. I don't care if you level it up. Says the man, by the way, who's always had the thing of saying 1 cent profit is better than no profit. No, prefer if they lost money. After I just said that. No, I wouldn't prefer they lost money. I just prefer they bring in a lot more money. But remember you saying that class had while you were time just no, I wasn't selling my PC. I would probably have to sell my camera and my microphone and stuff like that. And got to the PC. I prefer not to. I'll sell everything else before I sell my PC. And I mean everything else. My fridge. If I had to. My washing machine. And this pretty much sums up my bed. Because it pretty much sums up what I own. But I mean, I've got a coffee table, I've got a couch. Sell myself a full PC. Exactly.
Go straight on.
I might have trouble finding a buyer. Well, that's better than you won't find a buyer. Basically saying at least there will be someone. I'll just have trouble finding them. Oh, I remember now last week I realised that using the engine brake helped a lot. Can't even taste. Yeah, there are blind people out there. Yeah, Mike, that's true. There'll be people that like to say wax on, wax off. No, I'll tell you guys. I don't know why. I mean, it's real difficult. I don't sort of also having trouble with the design to tell you guys or not, but let's get it out in the open, shall we? As I said earlier, and I haven't been well for a while. Not been well for a while, and it hasn't been getting better. And I don't mean like
go straight
physically.
On and then turn left.
I mean mentally. And of late, it's been a real struggle. So, my thought and the decision at the moment is whether or not to finish streaming for good. And I was contemplating doing it after next week's streams. My issue is am I making that decision because I'm not feeling well? And then that'll go away, and then I'll think to myself, well, that was a silly decision. And generally how my life goes is if I make a decision like that, the very next day I feel better. Then again, it might be because I don't have this. I've been struggling with the dealing with the performance of this channel, which has died. It wasn't good to start with, but it was better than it is now. I'm struggling to even motivate myself to do anything. I've spent most of the week in bed trying to get myself out of bed. All those types of things. Motivating myself to do anything at all. And it was a very, very hard push to get me here motivated doing this today. My issue is, like I said, that's one of my issues. The other issues is all the people that have really supported me through subscriptions or just being here and moderating and supporting that way. I think I might have gone the wrong way. I wasn't sure then. And people who've spent their hard-earned money on supporting me one way or another, letting you guys down. It is at the moment very, 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 very difficult. I'd love to finish this competition, but on the other hand, I think it's an absolute that you know the winner's going to beat. I think it's already been shown. So, and I just don't know what to decide. That's where I'm at. At the end of the day, you can do it. Yeah, it does. But the problem is for me, there's no way to fix it. It's a cycle. It's a thing I have to go through. The only thing I can do is learn how to deal with it, manage it slightly, but I can't stop it. And it, like I said, it's just as I'm getting older, it's getting harder. I'll get on a straight so I can read you guys as well. I mean, feel free to give me your opinion, because it'll give me something to think about, but do a trial run first of a couple of weeks to a couple of months and tell you how you feel. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, but the problem is that's pretty much what I've been doing. Because like I said, I've been struggling for a while, forcing myself. For a start, trying to find the Monday and Tuesdays streaming and finding something to do, I just can't. Which is not a good thing, which might be some of the reason why, because going down to just 2 days streaming. There's lots of aspects, and actually forcing myself to do this.
Go straight on.
Which the thing is once I'm streaming, I'm okay for the most part. There are times where I force myself to keep going, where I'm going, I've had enough now, and that's been an hour and a half and 2 hours, and I've sort of lost my. I used to look forward to doing these streams. That's gone because I don't have that in me anymore. But it's not just for the streams. Like I said, it's just what I'm going through now. I don't like to look at that corner. So, it's when it was most difficult to motivate yourself. That's when you most need to motivate yourself. Yeah. I mean, I've always been a person that's struggled to motivate. It takes me a bit of time to motivate, but once I'm motivated, I am motivated. Maybe there's a life change. Yeah, well, that's not the issue at the moment. And I sort of don't want to get into that. I mean, it's the best thing subject as it is just you guys at the moment, but everything that's going around behind the background through the years and where I am right now mentally, compared to 10 years ago, which is a huge factor. talking about that is A, something I don't want to. B, you guys don't need to hear it. And C, don't need a too dark a stream, especially with all this whiteness around. We'll keep it light. As light as the game is currently. Whoa, 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 whoa. I took that corner, sir, and I took that wide. Financial costs are free here, mate, but they're also useless. They've actually been a big part of my problem more than my problem down here, mate, where I am today, because they're that useless, along with the mental attitude that this country has that also applies with professionals like psychiatrists and that. And it will never change because as far as all those people are concerned, they don't have that attitude, and that's the problem. If I was in a different country like America, Australia or England or a lot of other Western countries, I would have been alright. So.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Anyway. That's where I'm at. That's what I don't know what to do. Because I've also got all the stuff I bought because I'm streaming. Which I could have used that money. If I stopped streaming, it would be a bit of a pain because I could have used that money for other stuff. I took a risk at getting all this stuff in the hope that I might get a little bit of extra income doing this. And eventually I'll get that money back and then carry on. And that's the other thing at the moment, it's just -5. Okay, this is concerning now. I've never seen that before when you've got a driver. There's probably at least one that is just finding that person is like finding a virgin and okay, okay, I can say that. Yeah, I know what you mean, mate. I did find one. It wasn't a psychiatrist, actually, it was a counsellor, and it was really good. The counsellor that was trying to understand what it was like to what I was having, and most of the mental people here tell you what it's like to have what you've got, even though they've never experienced it. You know? It's like a guy trying to tell a woman what it's like being pregnant. How would they know? How would any of us know what it's like to be pregnant as a man, and yet have the cheek to tell a woman what it'd be like? No idea. Exactly what the attitude is down here. Everyone down here is an expert on stuff they've never experienced. That's the problem. And if you tell them something that they don't believe, that's how they would act, or that's the way it goes, and that's not how it works, as far as I'm concerned. It only works their way, and that's it. All right, let's have a look at these drivers. I'm a bit concerned about this. We've had, I'm worried that we're having a bit of a driver issue again. Especially with those drivers, because, mind you, when did we hire them? Most of these drivers should be doing quite well now. Rating. Let's go with the rating. So 335, right? 334, 338, 355. Hang on a second. Let's go with the number. How many is there in total? Number. 355. I mean, they all look like they're doing something. Don't they? Nobody seems like. Yeah, look at you and look at this. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Maybe this automatic. I'm gonna pull over and have a break. And I'll quickly catch up on what you guys have been saying. I find a nice spot to pull over and leave you with a view while I'm off having my 5-minute break. Well, this looks alright up here. Sort of. Is there a place to pull over? I could have pulled over there, but I want to pull over on the side of the road here somewhere. Yeah, we'll pull into there. Oh yeah, that does look like something that's very, very heavy, which could explain why I keep sliding around corners.
Turn left. Reroute.
Cut that close, didn't I? No, I'm going to park. That thing's getting in the way. Park here and you can watch the traffic go by and just have a look at that. I wish it would zoom out a bit further here, as far as it will go. Alright, quickly catch up with what you're saying. Listen, their fixes meds. Yeah, well, I suppose more in America because it's a business here. All the meds is free, and they don't sort of. It's something that's sort of different. They have depression, take medicine to make it go away instead of trying what's causing it. The problem is there's only one antidepressant medication that works with my condition, but it also can have a really bad effect on the same token. It either works or it makes it worse. I took it 2 years ago and I went through hell with it for 2 years because down here there's that medication is really potent. Start off with coming off it, it'd be like someone, exactly like someone coming off heroin, and it has about 30 side effects, which about 10 of them are very disastrous, including suicide. A drug that's supposed to stop you feeling like that can actually make you do it. And yeah, I was told to look out for 3 side effects, and for 2 years I went through hell of being on that medication, not knowing it was the medication causing it, which was part and parcel of ending up making me go through something that is in my life that I've never truly got over with. And yeah, I won't go on to that too much, but yeah, but there's no other depressions, nor that I've done so much that I can no longer trust. What the hell was that? Trust the mental health professionals down here, and even doctors fully understand that because they know how bad they are here. And overseas doctors have more understanding of how bad they are down here than our local ones. The professional understands which. What the heck is that? Is that a fly or something? The flies have been really bad because of the heat. Yeah, lucky I am care professional. If you can find what triggers your depression, you can try and avoid them. No, it's not something I can avoid. It's because of the condition I've got. It's part and parcel. There's no stopping that. No stopping it. Triggers are in your own head though. The external triggers are easy to deal with, yeah. Notice the side effects. It's only after people mentioned to me about seeing a change do I notice them myself. Yeah, I just put the side effects down to me going through a really bad time with what I had, but it wasn't. Yeah, it just wasn't. Like I said, I mean, at the end of the day, what I've got is it's a condition that is very hard to live with. It's very hard to manage. Even though there's a lot of things out there, the success rate is not that high. And it has a huge stigma to it. And it's hard to understand. Because everyone who has this condition, unlike other mental disabilities, it affects each person differently. Where with other ones like bipolar or what's it got, PTSD, it's generally in OCD, the symptoms are generally the same for each people and their reactions the same, which is not the case with this one. Anyway, I'm going to go and have a break, and I'll be back, and I'm going to have a wee talk to this fly and discuss the living arrangements and order the fly casket. So I don't think it'd be the argument's going to end up in a good one. So yeah, I'll be back in 5 minutes. So go and get yourselves a drink, ladies and gentlemen, and have a walk about, and we'll meet back here in 5. Yeah, see you soon. Alright, I'm back clearly, as you can see me. Hey Pirate, how are you, buddy? Got lots of things done today. This software got back to me with another unhelpful World of Trucks email. No help, still can't get World of Trucks. You having a problem with World of Trucks on ETS? A silly question, but I take it you've created a profile for ETS on World of Trucks, eh? In case, I'm saying that just in case you think because you've got one on ATS then it automatically works on ETS, which is not the case. You've got to create one for each, if I remember rightly. On the World of Truck site. Alright, let's go in the cab view. You've had an ATS one for, yeah, so you gotta do a separate one for ETS on World of Truck site. Your ATS one doesn't transfer over to ETS. You'd have one for each. I'm pretty sure of that, 99% sure of that. Which might be a problem. Yeah, you gotta link them, that's what I mean. Sorry, link them. You gotta link both games to your profile. Sorry, not create a separate one, you gotta link. Thank you, Causey. It's what I was trying to say, but yeah, said it completely wrong.
Turn right. Turn left.
Right, back into crash cam.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
Why do I feel like I'm off centre? Doesn't feel the same.
Exit now.
No, I didn't see. Yeah, I am slightly, I think. Need to move my chair to the left a bit. Is that a building in front of us, or is that a glitch? Oh, it's a hill. Alright, never mind. Eventually figured it
At
out.
the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now.
Right, so I've come back not wanting to continue the depressing conversation we're having. But I might have made a decision while I was in my break. It turned out it's a decision that I wasn't considering. First place. Oh, thank you. The thing is, If you remember Causey, probably Mike will remember too. Because I took about 3 months off, which I wasn't happy about, to be honest. But if it comes down to me stopping completely because I'm not there, and then I'm thinking, oh, I feel bad about it, or I might come better, maybe the best option is just doing that again. Just saying, look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take a bit of a hiatus for the moment and come back when I'm ready. That way, if I decide to say I'm going to stop and then come back and then decide I'm going to come back, it's pretty much the same thing, you know. I mean, it's the reason I don't want to say that in the first place is because when I took the 3 months, I wasn't happy that I took that 3 months off. But I needed to. And because this time round it's worse than it has been before, like I said, I wasn't sure. But I suppose I could leave it open like that and just every now and then if I want to stream something just to keep myself going and I'm in the mood, I could do that. It probably won't be the competition. Because I would actually like to finish this as well, but that's the other thing, I just don't think I've got it in me at the moment. I think the other thing that made it so hard is the decision, and I'm just saying this so you're aware of it, not to guilt trip or make people feel bad. It's just that this is what I was feeling, so you're aware of everything that, you know, is surrounding these decisions. Is that losing all my regular supporters and people I met like you, causing all that, all the friendships I built through this channel, been away for so long, which is also something I was worried about last time.
Go straight on.
Straight piece of road here. Get cruise control on. Yeah, I managed to get it just before a corner comes up, so what do we got? Sounds good because you can't predict the future. No, if it's a warning stream much from now. Yeah. Switch to a regular schedule stream with a bit of that day and don't worry so much about keeping it up with at least the time being. Yeah. It's just doing it and having people here. Like I said, at the very beginning, it was just me like doing it and play games that forced me to play games because I struggled to get into, well, play games but also keep playing them. I lose motivation for them. It's just not something I used to have at all. I really got into a game and I would, play that game until I finish it, which is not something I do nowadays, mentally can. And to do that, and maybe it'd make a little bit of extra cash. But back then, everything was cheaper, a lot cheaper than it is now. And yeah, and I've had with subs and donations and that, it's been really helpful. It hasn't been expected. It's just been really nice to have. And to be honest, as I said, I've never been shy about the fact that I do this partly too.
Keep right.
80% was to play games and all that kind of stuff, give me something to do, but 20% was in the hope that I might make an extra bit of cash. And in the background also maybe do well enough to make a nice bit of amount of cash off this to just make life a little bit easier for me. Financially at the moment it's really bad because of the economy and stuff, which isn't helping me at all.
Caution. Please watch the speed.
And it would be nice to actually make a decent amount of living off this, which is it's just hard because, like I said, the viewership and all that's just dropped. It wasn't high to start with. It's definitely half of what it used to be, which means I'm not making headway, is it? It's not. I'm not growing, which mentally has been helpful. I'm not going to be shy about saying that. That's the absolute truth. It shouldn't be, though, but it is. And yeah, just to have people to talk to and stuff and watch, it'd be nice to share this experience with them and to know that I'm entertaining enough for people to enjoy. It's also a bit of an ego boost, which quite frankly would be nice. Would give me something. You know? Not taken away from you guys that have been readers, because that has been the most what's the best way to say that? The best part of this experience of streaming, as I said earlier. I'm absolutely grateful for that experience. Meeting new people and stuff, and so that's the hardest thing, you know. And then I go off and stream and nobody comes and watches is what I'm doing. At this point in time, mentally, will have an effect on me. So. But I mean, at the end of it, I mean, the option is, like I said, the fact is it's been very difficult to motivate myself to do this, which also isn't probably good to watch, because that does come through. We've all watched people where you watch videos on YouTube or something like that, and you can tell, even though no matter what they're saying and doing or how they're acting, it's just not the same, and it comes through, and it's not enjoyable. And if you have new people coming through and you like that, then they just take that as that's you normally, and they didn't enjoy it, so they won't come back, and it doesn't give you the opportunity to grow. I'm sure if you want to call some get burned out on their fears. Yes. I don't know about that. Ooh, I was going to say whoopsie, but I don't think it mattered going to the right. I think GPS has found the liquor cabinet. Don't thank you. Yeah, I don't know. It's not the game. It's the motivation to get in. I mean, I struggle to play this on my own time, but I generally, when I'm playing this, I enjoy it because I love ETS and ATS. I played for a long time, but yeah, the struggle to play when it comes down to my mental state at the moment more than anything else. Not that I'm burnt out of this game. I would probably play like 10 years ago. If I was in the same mental state as I was 10 years ago, I'll be playing this quite a lot and enjoying it and never get sick of it. So, I don't think it's a game. I enjoy playing it. I enjoy doing it. And I only do it twice a week. You know, you sort of can't sort of get burnt out. With Frith was doing FS every day for hours. You know, a lot of hours every day with FS. Because we don't see a lot of that, you get a 30-minute video, but that's edited. And back then also there were longer videos. Remember, they're about 45 minutes, or every single day, 2 a day. That's a lot of hours as well as editing. And now he's sort of dropped. He's now playing on his own time, which he wasn't doing before, because yeah, all the hours he was doing it. Especially alcohol don't mix, never know. Sounds like it's starting to get burned out. Yeah, that's not what it is. What it is I need something to happen in my life that'll make me want to get up in the morning and get out of bed. It's that simple.
Keep left and then turn left.
Oh, here comes the snow. Oh, we're getting quite a bit of snow. All that time worried about the mod and not working. We're getting quite a bit of snow, which is good. Yeah, and that's it. And I'm not going to go into why or the full thing about me mentally, because it's you guys don't need to hear it. It's my issue only, and yeah, it'd be good to talk about, but there's times and places, and the stream shouldn't be their time and place. So, anyway, speaking of which, we've talked about it long enough. Let's just get in this. I'm going to deliver this, and then I'm going to call the stream there for today. Yeah, there's a long way to go. So thank you, Mike. I'll keep that in mind, buddy.
Caution. Please mind the speed.
Thank Cosy, thank you. I do appreciate that. Come on! Now, this is the first time through this whole delivery that I felt like I've actually got something heavy on my back. Oh, it's all good, mate. You don't need to thank me. And you don't have to reach out, dude. I did it because I wanted to.
Caution. Please mind the speed.
Not because I expected anything from it. Except for you feeling better. That was the only thing I expected. To make you feel better. speed, yeah. It'd be nice to get to that 90 kilometers an hour. He says, with the wait time and the way things have been going while it's snowing. There you go, 92. Get your scissors ready, Causey.
Please watch the speed limit.
There's a corner coming up.
Keep right. A new route. Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Wow.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Yep, that happened. So, well, what happened there? Well, I crashed. Which you all saw. Seriously, it's getting me because, like I said, it doesn't feel like a heavy load. I've got on the back of it. How much damage did that do? Oh, but normally when that happens, I've got a chance to try and save it. Not with this. Once it goes, it just went. It wasn't that much of a slide initially. It didn't take much for it to go than it normally does, even in the snow, right? And once, boy, did it go. And you all saw how far it's in there. And that I was braking. I had the engine brake on. I had a good speed. I thought I was well under 70, which was the recommended speed. And boy, did that just go. It's a shame you guys can't feel the difference. It's amazing how when you're driving with a wheel in this game, you can feel the traction and everything. I don't know why, but you do. It's hard to explain, but you do with a wheel. You can tell how the truck's handling. It's like driving a car on the road. Yet you don't have any physical tyres to feel this through. It's just weird. Loads in the snow. Don't you pull out in front of me. It's the difference between today's crashes and how they've happened and the way the truck feels compared to the other ones.
Please mind.
It's just weird. It's just even the way it slides and everything. It's just weird. Making a good viewing for you guys. You guys have loved seeing that. It's not making great things for my bank account, or at least the delivery cost. How much was I getting? 88. Wasn't much anyway for the distance we were travelling. And it's definitely not good for the old truck there. I've already repaired it once. The poor trailer too. What's the time? I think it's a good time to mention that next week definitely be doing the convoy mode next week. I'll probably implement it after next week, convoy mode. Because I know that a few of you have been looking forward to running around with this mod, the winter mod and visit. And I actually am looking forward to that. I've just realised I heard the noise of a notification, in-game notification. I didn't see what it was. But yeah, next week, just for those who don't know,
Exit now.
I'm sliding at low speeds now. That's why I had that post. Mind you, it's probably kind of pointless saying this, but yeah, what the hell, I'll say it anyway. Next week we're doing convoy mode. It's open to anyone. If you want to know the details and how to join, it'll be ETS and ATS. You can join either one or both. But I'll do the full details at the end of the stream on how to join that and what you need and stuff. What's the haps with that? So stick around if you want to know. Stick around to the end. Unless you want to leave early and want to know, let me know in chat and I'll give you the lowdown. I'll give you the what's up. Yeah, but that would be right, wouldn't it? Yeah, I saw that the airtime came up on Steam Ninja. I'm kind of wishing I took the longer ferry ride now. Whoa.
And then exit right. Okay, let's find a new route.
Why? I don't know. I don't know how. Except hitting the hope the ads are over. Very crazy. I don't know how that happened.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Yeah, we're going to need to do another repair. Well, the only thing I can the only thing I can think of was I did hit the shoulder with a lot more snow on it. Are you sure you're looking forward to this next week, Kelsey? Blame it on the ads. Well, we need to sleep in about 2.5 hours and go. So hopefully we can look for a place, mechanics with a place to sleep, which generally they will do. Except for the last one we're at, didn't? But there you go. Well, I'm taking it nice and slow down here. And I don't think that's going to be enough either, because that's a heck of a sharp turn. It's sliding. I can feel the front wheel slide. It's, I can feel it. Low speeds I can feel it. High speeds not so much. I think the best thing is this has all happened while we've been in crash cam. Crash cam's actually doing its job. Have we had one when it was in cab view? Maybe one. Look, -7. What's going on with all the money? Is it that I'm just noticing these minuses? Everything seems really low again. Started off good, we had the 65 grand that came in. I don't remember seeing minus figures for a while. Definitely not as many as we've had today. Mind you, I think it's 2 actually. I'm counting that €20 profit as a minus. Because it was minus 10,000 of what it should have been. Minimum. Another reason why we're going to crash so easily is because of how much damage is on the trailer. Which means it's only going to get worse, isn't it? Got an hour and a half to go. But we need to sleep and we need fuel. That's in an hour and a half. In half an hour we're going to need a tow truck. Please be wrong. Just realised I'll probably jinx myself. If I've turned myself into Nostradamus, I would not be happy. Just my microphone, and thought I was going to crash again because I did a bit of quite a sharp turn. I'm going to slow down now for this upcoming corner that's about 50 miles away from me. Got my finger ready on the B key for the engine brake. Yeah, my tyres aren't that bad. It's definitely the weight of the truck, dude. Like I said, the problem is it doesn't feel heavy, but it's heavy. It's 32 tons. That is a good amount of weight, and like it doesn't. Of all the 30 plus ton cargo I've taken in this game, they felt heavy. This doesn't feel heavy. Especially with this truck, it should. This truck should be struggling with it, but it's not. This time 8:16. Let's have a wee look at Google Maps.
Go straight on.
Okay, that's lane confusion. Right, while we're at the lights, let's have a quick look at Google Maps here. Oh, let's do something quick. Well, the engine is too OP for it. No, dude, it's not. It's not. I mean, it's a Mercedes. I think it's only 500 horsepower, 550 or something like that. And most Scania and stuff, Scania and Volvo with the 700 plus horsepower, with a 30 plus ton weight, feels a lot heavier than that, and still will not perform. Especially at low revs, it will take a lot longer to get the revs up than this is doing with the same kind of weight. It's weird. I mean, I must have a lot of torque. I'm just wondering, the reason why I put this up, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm wondering, it's an hour early, but I might go here for a sleep. But I was just checking if there's another one on the way, which is over there, which is out of the way. I'm going to do that, so we'll be sleeping earlier. But with the winter mod, it doesn't matter that much because we're going to get the same amount of darkness anyway, aren't we? It ain't going to make any difference whatsoever. There's the answer, it's the bends. Yeah, well, currently not going round the bends that well, is it? Keeps crashing every time I hit a bends. You knew what was coming. Then yeah. Had to get two of them in. I can just drive to that while I'm waiting for that.
Time to get
When I'm sleeping, I can sort it out.
Go straight on.
The current, we've got enough for 2 garages, and that's it, which makes it 77.
Keep left, and then
These tyre tracks are confusing.
turn left.
I'm not going to stop on time. Keep going.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
This is bizarre. What's going on here? Now I might as well get into cab view. It helps if I turn it the right way. The steering wheel and the dial on my wheel that changes the camera views. Right, first thing is let's spend more money on things we need to fix. What the heck is going on with this? It'd be frozen. There we go. There we go. Right. Sort yourself out. Door replace. Or just repair. See, I'm thinking whether not to replace the tyres, but that's 50% out of 100 is not that much. Wear, is it really? Think about it. Tread on a tyre, 15% wear on a tread of a tyre is not much. Shouldn't make that much of a difference. My other issue is I fix that and I'm going to crash anyway. I mean, I replace it, yeah. And since I'm sliding, that's probably putting more wear on them. I might as well just replace those after. So we'll repair that. Repair raw, that'll be my best option. Well, I don't know if it'll be my best option, it's the option I'm currently going with. Right, let's go sleep. It's going to be great with this trailer on the back. Are you not going to... Oh, I'm going to... Really? Alright. I haven't done this in a while. I need to go to the other side, and I've got the trailer, so what I'm going to do with the trailer... That's what I normally do with the garage like this. That's one way to get the time ticking over and get close to 9 o'clock, isn't it?
Time to hit the road.
Alright, we're going to leave it there. Don't tell me it's not going to let me sleep because the three oh, there we go. I was going to say we've got 3 trucks in the location, which I don't remember ever seeing. $2.7 million. Hopefully you can do a U-turn. Hang on, I might be able to get out through here. That beeping indicated you're in reverse. Yes, it did. Hence the reason why when I put my foot down... You're kidding. Really? 20% damage from what? Seriously, this game is making up for me not streaming last week with all the trolling. That has to be it. Anyway, that's the reason why when I went to go forward and put my foot down on the gas to go forward, I went backwards because the beeping indicated I was still in reverse. Ironically, no, I won't do that, Jake. Because you just never know with the PC, okay? We'll move on from that.
Turn left.
Let's go. I did put the window up, eh? Yeah. Hang on a sec. Oh no, that's right. I thought it completely changed the direction I was going in. What's my cruise control set to? 72. Thank you very much. Before we do the vote, at the end of this delivery and before we do the voting later, make sure we transfer ourselves to the next garage. Which I've got to look up in the trailer thing. I just sort of, if I do it before we buy all the trailers, I won't have to scroll up far. But at the moment, it's only 2 trailers we're going to buy. 2 garages and 2 trailers and a couple of trucks. 2.7 million. What did I say? It was $1,030,000 or euros in this case. Per garage with 5 trucks, and that doesn't include any trailers. Time we get there too, it might be time for another sleep. I mean, sleep's about 15 hours away and we've got a 13-hour drive. We've got to account for the extra time for the unseen circumstances like cars going slow, stuck behind slow cars also. Being towed to a garage. Garages, probably. Oh, I forgot to fill up. I actually forgot how empty we were. Bound to be a fuel station somewhere. A truck stop. As in a truck stop where I can pull in my truck and stop it and fill up with diesel, not as in, oh dear, I've run out of diesel, my truck stopped. There's one to the right there, but I'm hoping I've got enough to find one that's on the motorway somewhere, so I don't have to turn off. There's got to be one somewhere. Yeah, another like -3. That is happening. Surely that's happening. Tell me if I'm wrong. But that's a lot of minuses we're having today. More than usual. I noticed there was a new update. Does anyone know with that update, was there some rework done? Some areas that have been released? Which could be the reason why that's happening, which I think is one of the reasons why. I'm guessing, I'm not sure, it's just out of a long time of playing this. I think it's just for the Valentine's Day, yeah. Oh, of course, Valentine's Day. That explained the heart thing. Well, what do you know? Who would have thought? What the heck is going on here? I think my phone's died. As in it died and I've put the charger in and it's not charging. It got to 1% and I turned it on and it's back to 0 and turned itself off. Well, okay, that's, yeah, I knew they were doing, I couldn't remember where. But I knew they were doing a rework of somewhere. Normally do that, that's when they normally rework the mode, but I thought I'd ask just in case they decided to change their mind.
Go straight on. Straight on. Caution. Please watch the speed limit.
I was on mute. I muted because I saw that coming up, all that pink, and I muted it to quick save it. But that, what I was saying, all the time I was muted, and she probably saw my lips moving and no sound was coming through, is that is a issue with the winter mod. And it seems a bit weird. I would have thought this is an area that a lot of people would have driven. What the hell? Come on, game. For a start, the other guy decided, which is the most stupidest thing to do in real life, never turn into a lane when cars are merging, right? Into the lane that they're going to be merging into. You wait until you go past that intersection before you do that crap, for a start. That's common sense. Number one. Number two, that was just the game being a bastard. That's what I put it down to. Anyway, yeah, so I would have thought that I did check the other day and there wasn't any updates for the winter mod. Don't know why I did, I just did. Not the thing I normally do. Yeah, but this is an area that's driven, I would say, driven quite a lot by people that have the winter mod. How it's not reported, no idea. And it was awful driving through that. I don't know if you guys noticed when I was driving through it, everything else went dark. And you regulars know how bad my eyesight is with dark. It is shocking. I can't see a thing. But it was really bad, and just the colours of it was really getting to me. Hence the reason why I was doing whatever I was doing, that making that face. I know I look like my normal face, but trust me, it wasn't. Alright, let's see what we're up to. Still 0%. This is not right. There's something up here with my phone. that goes in. That goes in. It's 40 in. You guys hear someone beeping? I hear someone beeping. Oh, I'll leave it there. Unless it's got something to do with the cable, but it's actually not an old cable. I bought a new cable for that phone a while back. But it hardly gets used. Actually, it gets used a lot because it's also used to charge up my PlayStation controller and hook it into the computer and the battery on the PlayStation runs out. So, I suppose if I wanted to find out if that was the problem is with the cable on my phone, I could plug it into my PlayStation controller and see if that charges. Is that another negative? I didn't see. That money that came in, anyone see it? I could have got the washing done today. The thing was, on my phone it said it was going to be cloudy all day. It wasn't going to rain, but it was like rain clouds, and it rained a little bit this morning. Not for long, actually. But also, the funny thing is like on my phone, the hour-by-hour forecast was cloudy. But underneath you got the high and low and a couple of other things to do with it. And it has a thing where it had cloudy and then another icon of rain, which is weird because I looked through the whole day and it said it was cloudy all day. Or actually it was going to be overcast this afternoon. Which is pretty much what's happening. I was thinking this morning, I was going to do it. I was going to put it out and stuff it. When are they ever right anyway?
And then turn right.
Weather forecast people.
Turn right. Keep left.
I mean, down here they are right
Caution.
about
Please mind
the weather. The only problem is that their prediction of time is out by about 2 weeks. So whatever they forecast to happen today will turn up in 2 weeks' time. Oh yeah, in Austria yet? No, probably not with 10 hours ago. I'm still in Germany. Makes sense. I'm a bit hungry.
Caution. Please watch the speed.
Oh, is it 70 through here, is it? Well, that's what it was 70 through there. Oh, I'm tempted. I got, my mum got a huge plum tree, which actually broke, snapped from the weight of the plums this year. Mind you, the tree was a bit on its way out anyway. And she brought me around some plums and they're really yummy this year. They used to have 2 plum trees actually. They had this one with the huge one, which is the yellow flesh. The other one they had, which I can't remember what they're called, when you bite into them, they got the red flesh, which is my favourite plums. I love those ones. They're so much nicer and sweeter. These ones are really nice and sweet. In fact,
Keep low.
they're starting to turn red in the inside as well, which is not normal. But yeah. So that tree's gone, but she's never had so many plums on that tree except for this year. And there's normally a lot. It's a big tree, right? It's a big plum tree. So yeah, it snapped and the plums went ready, so she put a splinter on it, gave it a crutch until she can get all the plums off it, and I think that's the end of it. Next time we'll be seeing that tree is probably inside a fireplace in winter. I've just noticed, it's been there all the time obviously because I put it there, but I've just noticed I got a Fanta. Why? I don't like Fanta. I used to, I just don't like it anymore. Because they changed the taste of it. It used to be nice and they changed the improved formulas that they like to do, you know. And it tastes like crap. Mind you, the Pepsi, the old Mirinda. I mean, I'd prefer that over Fanta now, but that also doesn't taste like it used to. When I was a kid growing up, Pepsi and that wasn't big here, right? You couldn't get it here. Not really. You could and you couldn't. You could get it, but it wasn't called Pepsi. The orange, however, was called Mirinda. And there was only one way to get it. Coke and that, fine, you can get that everywhere, but Pepsi, no. The only way you could get it is, you used to have these people that drove around and did deliveries of crates of drinks, which is, a crate is, well actually I think it might have been 1824. I'm trying to think, because crate of beer, you get, our crate of beers, you get 12, a dozen beers, but they're big bottle beers. Swapper crates. But these are, maybe there was 24 drinks in them, I don't know, 24 glass bottles, standard bottles, whatever they are, and they were called sport drinks. It was the name of the brand. So you put your order in and you leave your crate out and they come round and they'll take the crate away and then give you a new crate full of drinks, take the empties away with it. So when you finish your soft drink, you put it back in the crate. They come pick it up, take it away and replace it with a new one. Actually, I think you just had a standard order. You just need to tell them how many crates of them you wanted. And that's what they were. They were called sport drinks. The label was sport drinks, sport orange, sport whatever. But that's what it was. It was Pepsi, all the Pepsi brands. Back then, the orange, that was way better than Fanta. Fanta was nice then. Again, it went ding. I didn't see what for. Minus 60. What is going on? I'm double checking their drivers, ladies and gentlemen, because something's not right here. That's just one. That's just one. Well, they all seem to be out and about. I'm pretty sure that kind of thing happens because there's been a change in the map area, which confuses the calculations of whatever it's doing. I would assume. That's my guess. It's not something that's been confirmed. It's just my guess. Because it tends to happen after I update ProMods or something. But I haven't updated ProMods, and as far as I know, there's an update to the default map, but there's no sign of issues because everyone seems to be out and about. But why are we losing I mean, we haven't had any problem with these guys, and these guys are out and running, and it hasn't got an ETA when they'll be. Oh, we almost at 3 mil. Yeah, that's very concerning. Having a lot of that happening. You know what I'm saying? It's slow charging, it's not fast charging. Which is probably the cable. My other phone had the same, I had to buy a new cable, and a brilliant one for $11. It's a brilliant cable for the S8. But I had to do that because the old cable, the cable that came with it, wasn't charging anymore. And for a long time it wouldn't fast charge, it would just slow charge, trickle charge, and I'd have to take it out and put it back in, and it would start fast charging again, and then all of a sudden stop fast charging. I bought the new one, and it's fast charge, which I've put on there, but this other one, hang on. It's not doing it. Oh, dominoes are annoying me.
Go straight up.
I might not have actually plugged it in properly on there, the adapter, on the PowerPoint. Possibly could be it. Jeez, I was looking at the GPS and I saw the bus on the side mirror just at the corner of my eye, and I actually thought the bus was coming towards me, it was about to hit me. Hours, yeah. You might get it there in time. How much time we got? 18 hours. Well, we can't have another sleep, that's for sure. We're getting it there today. The only question is we'll be getting it there by driving in front ways, or we'll be getting there because we'll be sliding in sideways or backwards. The cab, at least. The trailer will be going forwards, which is pretty much what's happening most of the day, and it hasn't happened for a while yet because it ain't snowing. There's still time left. Still time left for it to happen. My glasses need to clean. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, traffic light. Didn't see the traffic lights. Also didn't expect traffic lights, but there you go. Renault traffic? Is that what that is? Who came up with that name under Renault? Did you guys see that? Did you see that? Did you guys see that? That was amazing.
Keep right, and then
That was a
exit
1
right.
in a million I might win lotto chance. What just happened then? I am blown away. I can't believe I just drove.
Right.
And there was a merging lane and there was a car coming from the right. And it stopped. It didn't crash into me. It didn't keep going. It stopped. I'm going to pinch myself. Am I dreaming? No. Oh, yeah. May have over-dramatised that whole thing, but you know what I mean. It was a glitch. But you know, it probably happens. Let's be honest, that happens more often than it doesn't. It's just when it doesn't happen, it's annoying, and that's what you remember the most. But I thought I'd take advantage of that situation to try and give you a bit of a giggle, either at what I was saying or the bad acting that I was choosing to say it with, or both.
Keep right, and
I
then
get the
exit
feeling my
right.
front wheels aren't totally on the ground actually. The way that felt just changing that lane.
Exit right.
I'm using the engine brake as well as the normal brakes. I'm pumping the normal brakes and holding down the engine brake so I can just get a little bit of traction going. Which is actually probably, you know how I've been saying is the difference. That's what the difference is. This load when I've been losing it. When I lose it in the other ones, if I add a bit of gas, I get a bit of traction. Sometimes it doesn't help, but you can feel the traction. But I don't get any traction when I put my foot on the gas. I'm going to start losing it with this cargo. This cargo, which weighs probably a lot less than it did when we started. It's probably, if we go here, it won't say 32 tons anymore. It'll probably say 30 because, where is it? No, 32. Because we've shaved off about 2 tons with everything we've hit. We've got to get our game face on for when we deliver this. Practice our lines. Here's that used equipment you ordered. Oh no, here we go, 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 here we go. I saw that coming. As soon as I saw that car. Hence the reason why I was trying to look for, to get into the left lane then. Then I saw that car coming and I thought I'm stuck here and I knew. This time, game, I was ready for your shenanigans. Can't pull the ball over my thighs. Eyes. Actually, that's a lie. It does it all the time. I just managed not to have it happen then. Ow. It's banked my funny bone. Are we in Austria yet? I've been looking forward to get to Austria with this mod. Mind you, Switzerland's probably the better option with the Alps. Right? I was going to say with the Southern Alps, but no, they're down here. Just south of me. The Southern Alps. The Northern Alps are just called the Alps, aren't they? They're not called the Northern Alps. It's been a straightforward drive for a while. And yes I am talking about the direction of my cab's facing. The straightforward bit. I'm keeping an eye on the sky to see if it looks like it's going to snow, because I really don't want to crash again. I've done my quota for the year in the stream alone. If there wasn't a copyright strike for it, I would actually have a command or something set up of bits you can use the you get the Paul Simon song with the slip sliding away. Every time I crash, you can just hit it up and through chat and we have slip sliding away. It's more than just a feeling. It is actually. It's also a release of a bowel movement.
Caution.
It's action and reaction.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Move there, horsey. Move there, horsey. Stay left.
Keep right, and then turn right. Okay, let's find a new route.
Let's not find a new... Oh, okay. Not that much of a hassle. Why do I struggle with intersections in the GPS? I was going to reverse then. I was going, oh, I'm not in the mood to do a huge detour. Stuff that.
Right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Apparently this is a on-ramp for cars with narrow tyres. You just got wider then. Well, I thought we were in Germany. That doesn't seem like a German... We had to go through Poland first, didn't we? Oh, have we been in Poland all that time? No, I'm lost. I have no clue where I am. I'm curious, actually. Let's be honest, I am curious. Yeah, we went through. Nowhere near. We would have come down that way, wouldn't we? Where did we come from? Somewhere up there. Helsinki, all the way down. There we go. All the way down there we go. Nowhere near Germany. Czech Republic. It just everything coming up. It gave that feel with the names and stuff for the regions. Just gave me the feeling of Germany for some reason. Maybe I think that Germany is the only place that does that. on a regular basis. Every time you go through a new area in Germany. Guinness! Oh, he's going to let me in. I just saw that. He's got a trailer load of Guinness. Fair enough. St. Patrick's Day's coming up, isn't it? When's that? No, we've got St. When's St. Patrick's Day? Isn't that in February too? Or was that in March? Or is it May? Next month, March. March the 17th. I knew it was sometime this year. I tend to forget because it's not a big thing here. Not a big thing at all. It's good having those clouds back. That looks so real. There it goes. Look at that. All that Guinness. There's about 21 boxes on there. Guinness comes in packs of 12, doesn't it? Doesn't. Not 24. Okay, I'll be his. Oh no, hell no, hell no! Panic mode when I saw that corner. Absolute panic mode. There's another weird thing too. You see something. You crash on corners that I don't think I'll crash on, but the corners I think, oh, I'm absolutely going to crash on that one. Never happened. Maybe I should think about all those corners like that then. Every corner I see. To stop me from crashing. By the way, how's the stream been? Quality wise and everything? Been good. Ah, it's because I got a new modem. New modem made no difference at all. Well, except for my neighbour, because now my neighbour can get my reception from inside the house instead of halfway between mine and hers.
Caution. Please watch the speed limit.
Because I'm nice like that.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Because it doesn't have a computer or anything, just a phone. So it just helps out.
Right.
Since it don't cost anything extra.
Keep left.
I should pick a lane and would have been indecisive.
Keep left.
Right. We're looking roughly 3 garages. Roughly. I wouldn't bank on. Well, it should be 3. Technically, it should be 5 at this stage, like ATS. Welcome to another country. That's done. Austria. I assumed it would be.
Please mind the speed.
Yeah, you scared me then too, by the way. And I had a sharp turn coming up and I went, no, I cannot crash here with Causey and watching an ad. I can't do that to him. So I did everything in my power. Didn't tell me I had to come in here. I'm missing these notifications. I'm going to go through it anyway, just in case. See what it says. So yeah, I didn't crash. Something tells me that's not actually working.
Keep left.
We are Austria, the snow. $3.2 million. It's quite sad that. It's only 3 garages. Maybe, I'm not exactly sure because what is it, 1,030,000, 2,060,000, 3,090,000. But we've got to buy 3 trailers. 2 million overnight, yeah. I did too. And we made 5 garages.
Keep left.
Actually, that might be incorrect. I thought we bought 5 garages. We bought 3. We bought 5 garages stream before that. Right, 2 streams ago on ATS on the other snow turns up just at the end. Get your scissors really cozy.
Keep right and then turn right.
Yeah, we had 72 garages, and then at the end of that last stream we had 77, and
Turn
then
right.
last stream ATS we only ended up with 80. So we went from getting 5 to 3 garages, which is weird. Left. Left it is.
And then exit left.
Oh, we still got 3 hours. I thought we were here delivering.
Exit left.
Can't see anything in the side mirror. 50.
Caution. Please watch the speed limit.
I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. How the... They were a bit late on letting me know. Yeah, see, I'm trying to figure out how did I jackknife. There is no room to jackknife. Well, this could be fun. Welcome to the next 2 hours of this stream. There's no room. How did I jackknife when there's no room? Seriously, there is absolutely no room. That was a very late warning on that corner. As soon as it turned and jackknifed, I actually thought to myself, how could that happen? There's not enough room to do that. I mean, I could do it, right? But there would have been a lot of scraping and stuff going on. I hit nothing. And I can't get out of here. How many times? This is the second time I've had to scream for help. %. I suppose it's not too bad. It was 2%, eh? So, isn't that where we headed? I actually don't know.
Rerouting.
I don't know. But hey, I'm learning. Notice I said I'm not going to make it before I actually started losing it.
Recomputing.
To be honest, I was so hoping this is where we were supposed to deliver this. We've still got a 2-hour drive. And Boy, you saw me coming out of there. And we've got to drive it. Because we can't sleep, can we? 9 hours. No, we can't sleep.
Get ready to turn right.
And it's snowing, so we'll probably end up back at this place.
Turn right.
I wonder where we crashed. I wonder. We crashed. Oh, it's not that bad, but you know, where did we crash? Which way were we coming through? I forget. We were up here somewhere. Maybe I crashed up there. No, it's not that bad. Just north of where I am, yeah. The poor Mercedes. That's why we can only afford 3 garages, because I had to repair my truck 3 times. I didn't repair it then, there would have been the 3rd, but I thought, stuff it, I'll repair it after I got rid of the trailer. In fact, I didn't. I should check to see what the damage on the truck is.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
You said, and this is not me, you said to turn right.
Finding a new route. Turn right.
You heard it. Well, it just said turn right, so I did. It didn't specify the on-ramp. I mean, the GPS is showing the on-ramp, granted. But I wasn't really paying attention, I just said turn right because I was thinking of doing this at the time. 5% damage.
Turn right.
Oh, I don't know if that's damage or just wear.
Turn right.
Ear's not working? My ear's working fine. It's saying turn right. If it tells you to go turn right onto the on-ramp, it never says that. Rightio, let's get the voting for the first lot out of the way, shall we? You know the drill, ladies and gentlemen. If you want the northern part of Europe, type in 1 into chat. If you want the rest of Europe, 2. And if you want the Middle East, 3. into chat. 1 for the northern part of Europe, 2 for the rest of Europe, and 3 for Middle East. We'll get the voting out of the way now. So we've got the first one, so we can get straight into the first one. 1, 2, or 3.
Keep left.
Three garages. I'll vote for one of each. Yeah, no, we're just getting the first garage now. That's what I'm doing. We'll get the first garage now. I'll buy the first garage and do all that, and then we'll vote for the second one. But I just thought we'd get the vote for the first one out. Oh, you vote for one of each. Oh, duh. You meant like one location for each garage, not one garage at a time after we... Of course. I got there, Causey.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit. Caution. Please watch the speed limit.
I'm more concerned about watching for corners and the speed limit there, love, but as you wish. Maybe Mike's right, maybe my ears aren't working. My brain's definitely not. That's for sure. Because the reason why I said maybe Mike's right, my ears aren't working, is in conjunction with the fact that I didn't get Causey's meaning straight away, but yet you didn't speak it, did you? You typed it. So, and I can't even hear that. There's no typing sound to it. So what's that got to do with my ears? Nothing. Come on, Globetrotter. I wonder if it's related to any relation to Dal. Dal boy, Rodney. Rodders. There's a real bad joke for you, isn't it? Globetrotter, Dal boy. If it doesn't say pull in, okay, never mind. We'll put that thought on the back burner.
Recomputing.
It isn't it? And again, could be worse. Can't think of anything else that's worse, but it could. I think. Yes, it is slowly charging. Could have gotten fine. considering what's happened through the stream thus far, I wouldn't class getting a fine as could be worse. It'd actually be a nice change. Though I got a few at the beginning.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Fines that was, but yeah, that's what I was more thinking. Could have been worse. Well, I could have gone past the gas station, way station, and ended up crashing for some reason in between the entry and the exit of the way station, which is more likely of a happening. All I did was touch the brake. All I did was touch the brake. I just tapped the brake. That's all I did. No. Perfect silence. Are you freaking kidding me? Literally, all I did was... Are you kidding? Did that have no collision? All this talk about crashing, and look what happened. Seriously, only tap the brake. There was no reason for that to happen.
Go straight on.
And I literally mean tap, not like I just gently pushed on it and kept my foot on it. I just tapped it. One quick tap of the brake. Foot on, foot off. Because I'm trying to brake like that, tapping the brake, pumping the brakes. Only pump the brake. There we go, that'll be better. There it was. And ETS is running, so probably tomorrow I won't crash at all. That roll reversing, whatever it's called. ETS and ATS. Congratulations, you've made it to Graz. How have I made it here? No clue.
Get ready to turn right.
Theoretically, all that's happened. The only delivery that should have been made was virtual me to the virtual cemetery in a virtual coffin. The heaviest load. Yeah, I'm starting to wish there was a blooming option vote today. Did only that one option. Thanks, game. See, the game sets me up. That's what it all started from. Going to that place where we had a garage we'd never been before in Finland, right? Got there. It hadn't been discovered. So I went for a drive to discover this new place we found in Finland. Did we? No. It was one of those where we drove all over the place and it wouldn't unlock location. Fantastic. So what did I do? I just decided to go into the nearest, which also looked like the only company in that area, to be honest. The local one, Caterpillar. Well known for their cocoons. No, for their heavy equipment. As it says on there. I mean, yeah, Bomac, but that's just another way of saying that's
Go straight on.
Scandinavian for Caterpillar. Let's just go with that. Don't carry on. Anyway, we get there. And the huge choices we had of a delivery was Well, this was one of the
Keep left,
options, obviously,
and then
this
turn
lovely
left.
huge thing that's caused me to crash multiple times. The other option was none.
Turn
This was
left.
it. The game set me up for this. It's all it does is troll me, this game. It set me up for this. It knew exactly what was going to happen. Oh, you're stopping? Thank you very much. Because I need to deliver this. My backside's getting a bit sore. Right, was there any more votes? I'm guessing your first vote technically will be for number 1, Causey, and then the second one will be for number 2, and the third one will be for number 3. And don't care what order they're in,
Get ready
since
to
it will
turn left.
orders should actually have a thing to where we'll be going, but either way we'll end up there one way or another, won't we?
Turn
Sure,
left.
whatever, I didn't really care about the order. Fair enough. No one else has voted 1, 2 or 3. But I'll give another option.
It was
You've
a
still
nice
got a bit of
ride.
time. Anyone who wants to vote for the first garage where you want it north. North Europe 1, rest of Europe 2, and Middle East is 3. Oh, the first thing we'll do is go figure out where the next garage is. And I'll probably have to fix the truck at some stage. Not now though, I want to get going. Love you, but I want to go. The trainer manager. All the way down, where do we start there? So that one's next, where is that? No, we've been there. Oh, that's because it's a double. We've been there. We've had doubles there. I'm pretty sure we've been to both of those. Let's go back to table view. That's where we're going. Well, let's quickly go there. What was it called again? Never mind, doesn't matter. Okay, so we've got to vote for 2. You don't care what order it is, so I'll go 2 first. Alright, we got that out of the way. While I'm doing that, ladies and gentlemen, while I'm buying all the stuff for that, you guys can, I'll give you the option for the next garage, which is definitely how we're getting 2, more likely 3 out of this. I'll go to purchase. So vote away. Again, well, I'll quickly show you for anyone new. If you want anywhere north of here, that includes Denmark, all the way through Lithuania, I think it is, and up, that's 1, which also includes Iceland and all that kind of stuff all around here. That's 1 into chat, you type. 2 if you want the rest of Europe, and 3 if you want the Middle East. Vote away now while I buy as a garage. The first one was for 2. That'll do me. And what's this one I just bought? There it is. Easy to see because it's a small. No, not travel. Upgrade. Right, let's buy our trucks. Mercedes-Benz, buy online. And we go to info. Yep. And that'll be it there. We purchase that. That's the whole point we're here, and it goes there. That's 1. I really don't like the fact I don't have any drivers put in these trucks. Yes. Which one's up there? You know what SES should do? Where's it getting up here? Let's reach out to the trucking community saying, would you like to be part of our community? Whatever, you know, part of our game. Send us a photo in so we can put you in. If you want to. Photo and your names. We'll put you into the game as a driver. Ask them if they want ATS or ETS, so they're having the same mug shots for both games. What do you reckon? I think it's a fantastic idea. Why? Because I thought of it. All my ideas are fantastic. Dryliner Chrome. Dryliner. Okay, so it's a liner double. Was that a double or single? Wait a minute, let's just go back. Okay. Single. Right, back to try to purchase. Mike's gone 1 or 2 for the next one. What were we? Sorry, Chrome. All the way. No, there. Customize it, of course. Start with that. Double only. Go there. What option we got there? Profile liner. Fantastic. A plethora of options. And again, alright, so we get to the accessories this time. So we, that one, oh, don't confirm it yet. Don't confirm. Why isn't the mouse working? Come on, oh, I'm pressing the wrong buttons, that's why. We're not doing the tyres, we're not going to worry about the tyres. Got that one. That one then. And you will be store box as well. We'll change these all around. Next time we buy them. What was that there? I'll find out in a second. Another one of those things that is pointless unless you get a mod for it. Alright, how much is that? 90 grand. Confirm that. Only problem is, would we just buy one? I don't think you allowed doubles. We would just bought our garage. No, Germany, Sweden, Finland. Stick it up there. Actually, I could have got one of the other ones. No, okay, I'm not in the mood to do that. Anyway, next one is... Oh, hang on, before I forget. I'll do it while I'm remembering. While I remember. Thank you very much. Right, next garage, 1 or 2. We'll go 1 this time. Another one in Ireland. Let's go Londonderry. Alright, vote for the last one, ladies and gentlemen. Vote 1, 2 or 3, you know the deal. While I fill this one up and do everything I need to do to it. Truck dealers. Mercedes again and buy online. It's a shame you can't like go, how many would you like to buy? 5 would be nice. Fair enough, just put it into a little box there. Or click on the left arrow or right arrow to increase the amount you want to buy. Oh, thank you, that's a nice option you've given me. But no, I've got to do this one at a time. For 5 times. See them for repetitive strain syndrome. What would be their defense against it? Don't be lazy. That might be it. Trailer pictures. Boom. The very last one, the cold line. And do we have a double? No. Do we have it? No. Do we have? No. We're doing that again. Right, so it'd be you. Obviously, so store box would be a stay box. It'd be standard 2, so next time will be paint, then paint 2. I think you're getting the pattern here. It'd be a stone store box. Because we've already got this trailer once before, so we change them all the time. With different things, so they look different. Oh, further up, okay. That'll be it. Oh no, I missed that. What's that? There, very good, very good, very good. Confirm that. And this goes, if we purchase it, this goes up here. No votes, except for one from Causey, which would be the last one down here in the Middle East. That'll do me. And garage manager. Upgrade. Truck dealers. Be interesting to see how much money we've got left. We've got $1 million. Oh, we might have enough. No, we won't. Actually, we will. We probably have enough for another one. We also have to sleep as well, so maybe I'll sleep and see what we got. Platform custom configure that, and we don't have doubles, we don't have anything else, we're all good with that. Again, just straight out with this, right up the top there. Pretty sure that's here. Down here we'll go with that. Standard. Tire rack, minus a tire, and simple sorts. That's all. We shall purchase that and plonk that down here. The Beirut, no, that's not where we just bought, is it? Which one was it? That? Oh, was it that one? I don't know. I'm just sticking it there. Stuff it. Yeah, we don't have enough for another garage. $6 grand short, to be honest. Well, an upgrade and stuff. but we'll wait. I'm going to do a sleep. And I won't be buying anything, I'll just be writing that down. Let me quickly write that down for reasons I don't know. ETS. This might be the last competition one for a little while. As discussed earlier on in the stream, if you want to know what that's about, then you have to go back on the VOD and find it somewhere. I can't give you an exact time we were talking about it. Oh, actually it was around... Hang on, 839... It was around the 1.5 mark, 1 hour, 1.5, 1 hour, 1 hour and 30 minute mark into the stream. 78 garages. So we managed to buy 3, yeah. Obviously, because we just did that. We just bought 3. Thank you for doing that. 390. Hang on a second. No, we're 2 garages and 5 trucks behind. Then we still got $2 million to play with at the beginning of tomorrow's stream, so yeah, no, I thought, hey, it's caught up. No, don't be silly. Okay, I won't. Yeah, that's going to happen. It's a guarantee. Pretty much like gravity, me being silly. What I normally do now, I normally say goodbye. That's what I normally do. If it's shaking a bit, I'll just see how bad it was going to get. Not that bad. It's all good. But I thought I'd better check instead of just sitting here trying to say all my things with me going back and forth and the camera and whatnot. Anyway, big thank you to Causey and Mike and Perry Pride for coming in and keeping me company for most of the stream, or just for a little bit of the stream. Especially Mike and Causey for chatting away for the majority of it, as well as offering me some thoughts and options. So thanks to you guys as well for that. What else is it? Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with ATS, carrying on with the last of the winter mod with that, which brings me on to this. Next week it will be the convoy mode. Now, for those who are new here or don't know, if you want to join a convoy mode, you're quite welcome to. Hang on a second. I had to clear my throat. Yeah, so basically next week, this time next week we'll be doing ETS for a convoy mode, and then the next day, a week from tomorrow, will be ATS. If you go to my schedule page, you'll see the times and your local times and that. I stream ATS and ETS. So if you want to join either one or both of them, you're quite welcome. If you've got both games, you're quite welcome to join both games. We'll be doing the winter mod, and there'll be an access to that mod I'll give you. So what you need to do, if you'd like to join, is first off, like I said, go to my schedule page, see if you're able to make it, what time I'm doing it, and you're able to make it. Even if it's just for an hour or the whole stream, it's up to you. You have to be over the age of 16, and you have to be in voice chat and Discord. You don't have to speak if you don't want to, because I understand that some people don't like speaking in voice chats and stuff, which is fine. It's just so we can all be on the same page. You can hear instructions and know what's happening. To do that, you have to go to my Discord, which Causey's already put a link for that in the chat. give me a DM, let me know which one you want to join, and I'll give you access to the appropriate channel, which will give you access to the appropriate voice channel, as well as the password, links to the password and the name of the thing, I think, as well as a link to the mods you'll need. So, and that's next week, by the way. Next Saturday for me, so it's Friday for some of you guys. Anyway, like I said, schedule page, that'll give you all the info you need to know about the times and that. Anyway, hopefully I'll see you guys in tomorrow's stream. If I don't, I'll see you when I do. But a big thank you to everyone who's come along with you, been and gone, still here watching this after the fact, either on the Twitch VOD or the YouTube channel, which you can find a link for on my About page or in chat at the moment, because of course we also put a link for that there. And the YouTube channel is just all my previous streams are no longer available on Twitch, or also currently still available on Twitch. So if you've got a couple of spare hours and you don't know what you want to do, you can head on over and have a look. There's other things I've streamed. If you want to know how this competition started, that's all there. What the mods are used there as well. With this game, yeah, everything. Other games, yeah, it's up to you. You might find something there you like, you might not. You never know unless you give it a go. Anyway, take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your day, night, morning, whatever it is. Well, if it's morning, it'll be your day. If it's night, it's still day, isn't it? Because it's a whole day, 24 hours. There we go. Anyway, like I said, hopefully I'll see you in the next stream. If I don't, I'll see you when I do. Until then, take it easy. Look after yourselves. Have a good one. And I will see you later. Bye, guys.